Hello và xin chào các bạn quay trở lại channel của mình. Và hôm nay chúng ta tiếp tục chơi Hitman 3. Như bạn biết là lần trước mình đã nhảy dù ở Dubai. Lần này chúng ta sẽ đi đâu đây? Ok, nhiệm vụ có tên là cái chết trong gia đình. Có vẻ hay.
She came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be, without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Đồ đẹp
Alexa
thế.
Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
Ok.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture. So don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Đủ nhiệm vụ lần này giết đúng người ạ. Ok, bắt đầu rồi. File the case file. Okay.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her three adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Đủ. Mặc đẹp đấy. Ok. Để xem vào mình có những nhiệm vụ gì. Một ngày để nhớ. Nơi yên nghỉ cuối cùng của cô ấy. Nghĩ, động lực và cơ hội. Ok, các bạn muốn chơi cái nào? Mình nghĩ cái này đi. Ok, vào thôi.
This is a private area, sir. Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame Carlyle.
Ok. Đẹp nhờ. Mà lỡ ngớ lại đi làm thám tử ạ, đậu phụ.
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Please do.
If you'd follow me.
Mẹ nhà rộng ấy nhở.
I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security. I've never seen a place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all.
Violin. Khó đấy.
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about those texts.
What did she say?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me, said she understood the position I was in. We had a really good talk about it, actually.
Oh, what did I tell you? She's a sensible woman. And that stuff from your ex was like manipulation 101.
I know.
Two routes to get inside the house.
I guess I thought she was gonna read into them and freak out. Say I must have done something to provoke her.
Shit, man. Caroline really did a number on you.
Violin ạ. Nhà gì vào dễ đấy.
Okay, back to business as usual.
Ok. Đâu, đứng đây à?
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
Uầy, chưa gì đã vào nhà người ta xong rồi đi làm thám tử này. Đâu? Mr. Fernsby.
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play, and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
Ok.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
Xem nào. Mẹ tự xác à? Đúng là sự điển hình của trong mấy cái vụ trinh thám.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I think the crime scene has more clues, 47.
Uầy. Như thám tử không ạ?
Hello, sir.
Gần như không?
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
Mẹ có thằng nào mẹ tự sát xong rồi đi mua giày không? Mà trước khi tự sát đi mua giày.
Zachary's suicide note.
Nào. I'm how to buy horrible about choice. Đồ.
Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
Thế như kiểu là tôi bị ám ảnh quá khứ.
Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Đó là nghi ngờ mẹ có thằng nào mẹ đi mua giày trước khi chết đâu. Mà hình như là ông này bị đầu độc. Ok. Thôi, nói chuyện quản gia nào.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47.
Đủ. Vậy mình hỏi từng này thằng á, đậu phụ.
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Ok, về tìm từng thằng một nào. Ông này là gì? Joji Carlisle. Ủa, mà thằng cha đấy ở đâu?
That music makes my heart soar.
Quite the poet. But you're right. It's beautiful.
À đây. Con trai cả đây.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Ok. Ông này là đi đến pub cùng em cuộc trong thời gian mà ông Zachary chết. Ok. Tiếp theo em cuộc ở đây.
Emma Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. How do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Vợ của chị Gregory and con gái đến Madame Callis Mother Sigland. Mẹ sao nghi thế nhở? Má vừa đọc xong. Em còn hỏi gì không?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Mẹ, ông trai cả khó chịu nhờ. Ai đây?
Rebecca Carlisle.
Rebecca.
Can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange.
Rồi sao?
I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
Ok. Patrick à? Đồ, mẹ. Được quá nhờ.
Listen, Gregory. Something's off. Pruitt got word his motion was rejected. We signed the bloody thing 4 days ago.
Bây thằng cháu quý tử đâu? Theo logic
Did you give the Fitzpatrick token to Madame Carlisle's daughter?
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Oh, of course.
Uầy. Má bây giờ mình phải tìm người ạ, đậu phụ.
You look tanned. I bet Mother spent the last week at her Cyprus estate. Am I right?
I'm not at liberty to say, ma'am.
Oh, come on. I need to know what's going on. This affects me too, you know.
Ok. Mẹ, nhà đẹp đấy. Chứ. Xin lỗi các bạn nha.
But he was such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games, never any romance. I deserve romance.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I?
You're giving me a bit of anxiety, sir.
I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to.
Đồ.
When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlisle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
Đồ, mẹ thằng con mẹ nó trịch luôn hầu gái ạ.
Did all the groceries arrive? I heard some of the delivery people were unhappy with the security at the gate. But what is safe with Ethel? She never misses a step. Gossiping and work, though.
I can't deal with all this pretend funeral stuff just now. I know I have.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
Đây à? Phải lịt. Mẹ thằng con chỉ hầu gái mới sợ chứ. Đây, thuốc chuột này. Thứ mà không thể thiếu được. Ok. Bây giờ thằng Patrick đâu? Thì mình có mỗi thằng Patrick thôi đúng không? Vậy đi. Thế méo nào?
No need to panic.
Mình bổ sung đoạn đào ta.
Yo, Anne, what's up? Relax, man. I said I'd get you money. It's just gonna take a little longer. And how's that my fault? Calm the fuck down, Ant. You know I'm good for it. I'm a Carlisle. I'm made of money. Just lean back and enjoy the interest. Meanwhile, go and have some drinks on me. No, Christ, I'm gonna get back to you later.
How's everything coming along, Helene?
Patrick Carlisle.
Make sure
Can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out.
Don't worry about me.
Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in those circles. So, is that it?
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
No. If I was creepy as hell here, lastly, Patrick together my head kill himself that Mr. Fernsby could have done. No.
No, Christ, I'm gonna hang up. Let's talk when you calm the fuck down.
Hơi bị khó nghĩ tí. Thế như đủ hết đúng không? Còn thiếu egg nữa.
Why waste away in front of the book? But you're right.
Đủ mà ông phiêu theo nhạc nữa ông.
Professor Edward Carlisle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'd never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all,
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, mother, and the staff were all the company he had. Anything else I can do to help?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Đủ. Khó chịu nhở. You Sergei, you are Rebecca. Bây giờ mọi thứ đều đủ rồi. Con cái bà Rebecca này. Bây giờ mình đi lục từng phòng một. Ê, lối lên cầu thang đâu nhỉ? Đây. Má nhà rộng vãi. Khó chịu thật.
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
Mẹ kiếm sao ben nữa. Kiếm xà beng chắc là ra ngoài. Ra ngoài kiếm dễ hơn. Mẹ có quả bóng ngoài đường nữa.
On top of everything, Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. I mean, that's a breaking heart happening if I ever saw one.
Life can be tough sometimes.
Alexa, back from the...
Hold on. Have we, met before?
Mình vừa nhặt cái gì à? Mẹ ông xuôi với anh. Mẹ. Cái gì canh? Mẹ nhà rộng quá. Nó nhà giàu khác mẹ. Ảnh kìa.
Yeah, keep it real.
Did the portrait photographer check out? You verified his identity?
I vetted him thoroughly. He's good.
Đâu?
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Ok. Vậy là bà này có chứng cứ ngoại phạm này. Ui. Hình như nhà nào, phòng nào cũng có đúng không?
Asset transfers from the Carlisle account, HTC depot number 5085. No, I need it immediately. Yes, I'll hold. Yes, I'm still here. It doesn't exist. What do you mean it doesn't exist? Right. I'll double check and get back to you.
Ok. Mẹ. Đây phòng gì đây? À mẹ, phòng vệ sinh ạ.
I received the vault token for the Milton Fitzpatrick London Bank. Did I understand correctly that I should give it to Rebecca in case of your death?
Exactly. She holds the other one. I want her to have the file on Arthur Edwards if I die.
You're not fearful she'll be in trouble if she knows?
Sorry, sir. You don't appear on my list, so you need to go.
When she realizes things don't add up, inevitably getting her in trouble. I'd rather she knew who she's up against. She's clever and resourceful. Who knows, maybe she'll be able to hit him where it hurts. But I don't want her to get involved prematurely. Hopefully she'll never have to get involved at all.
Ok, vậy là Rebecca giữ bảng sao. Còn mình thì đi mẹ, mình thì đang
With a handsome face like that, I bet you've worked with a lot of high
I should get back to...
Right,
yeah.
Sorry.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Don't be stupid. Stop acting like you're 15. You're a grown woman. Excuse me?
Who's there?
Yeah, I'm good. Nobody knows it, but...
Ok. Missing cái gì đó. Mẹ sao phòng này toàn dao này.
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing? Now
Some bedroom which Emma and Joe guys are staying.
This is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
Đủ. Ông bà Emma này. Ông quản giáo.
Hey, so... Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Mẹ nhà rộng vãi. Đây một phòng này.
Hey, how you doing?
Khó chịu nhờ. Trophy room này, start room này. Uầy, mình đang tầng 1, bây giờ mình lên tầng 2.
I don't know who you are, and frankly, I don't give a shit. I'm not letting you through here. Hello, sir.
Can't you just relax for a minute?
And that solicitor upstairs, why do you think he's here?
I think solicitors are Mother's favorite kind of people. Can't remember ever having a family event without one tucked away in a room somewhere. Due diligence always trumps the family.
I think he's... That's from her will.
Very ridiculous. Imagine the scandal if the firstborn son didn't pick up the torch. That would never happen.
Hello? Anyone there? Who made that sound?
Đây là cách duy nhất rồi.
Let's talk about real. How's it going with that love life? Still rocking the spinster lifestyle. Come, sit down.
I have more important things to do.
So, Sam, have you ever thought of Thursday night?
Yeah, what you said.
Chắc là mình sẽ qua được rồi. Bởi vì nó là bảo vệ mà.
Please stay back.
Ui. Thế thì nó hơi bị lạ.
What is it, Fernsby?
Mr. Edward is not coping too well with the situation, I'm afraid.
Hi. Useless wit. If it's not one thing, it's another.
If I may say so, these are challenging circumstances for everyone. It seems to be his role in the stage funeral event tomorrow that weighs on him.
Christ. If he'd just grow a pair.
I believe he is calling his ex-wife again. It could end with legal consequences. The harassment charges from last time led to that restraining order.
Should I talk to him?
My name.
Yes, you might be right. Thank you, Fernsby. You faced great obstacles too, I know. We will persevere. It is my duty to make that happen.
How are you?
Qua được mà. Không, đéo che được đâu.
Forget his eyes. They were so swollen, it didn't even look like that. I've never seen a dead body before.
Đủ mẹ, phòng ai đấy? Ôi mẹ.
All I can think about is those swollen eyes. Hello, this is Cassandra Cox, Edward's ex-wife. I don't know what's going on at your house, but Edward is losing it again. He seems to believe that Alexa has come back from the dead, and that he has the right to eulogy for some make-believe funeral event. I still have the restraining order on him, so whoever gets this message now that Alexa is dead, better get him under control. Otherwise, I see no other way than to get the police involved.
if any new staff has started within the last week?
Not that I know of. No.
I need to keep an eye out, you know, stay on top of things like that.
Wait.
Anh Lin ơi. Sao như mình nghĩ là chẳng có gì ở đây đâu. Ôi, mình nghĩ chẳng có gì ở đây đâu.
Just keep calm.
Ô khoan. Chỗ mình để đồ đâu nhá. Classic đây. Chờ tí. Không, thực ra mèo có gì cả. Ở đây, private đây. Bây giờ còn phòng nào mình chưa tìm ta? Đùa tí làm gì căng. Má thiệt tình.
You might be right. Thank you, Fernsey.
Did you want to check on that undertaker in charge of the funeral? I got word he's upset with Madame Carlyle.
I did, sir. It all checked out.
For centuries, the Carlyles have fought to prosper, all of us alone.
How can you be so relaxed? I wish you'd take things more seriously.
What are you going on about now?
This whole situation isn't normal. How do you think it affects Patrick? He must be so...
Còn phòng này. Small fish.
I don't like how Alexa's way of running things impacts us.
Mà phòng đấy mình phải cần cái này.
Greetings, sir.
Hey, Ron, did Yates mention anything about the Carlisle account? Yes, I'm in England now. It's all gone.
Hi there. Is my shift over already?
Yes, I'll take over from
I
here.
have to go. I'll get back to you later.
Well?
Well?
Well, what did you find? You'd special well have a damn good reason for not being here in person. Christ. Really don't have a clue, do you? I'm talking about that weasel, Arthur Edwards. Can we get back what he stole from me?
So far, it looks like we can't. All the transfers of funds and privileges I've been through have been bulletproof. He intercepted the arrangements our office worked years to put in place.
That's why Don Yates should be here. He made the arrangements. He should bloody well be the one to clean up this whole mess.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
Don't kill the messenger, Alexa. Please, continue your efforts, Mr. Ford.
Mà game khó vãi lìn. Thật ra phần 3 này mình cảm giác nó hơi khó. Khó vãi lìn. À, ông này luật sư à?
This all confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlisle. Perhaps you should let her know how bad it is, 47.
Mình nghĩ là chốt hạ Emma đi. Chứ bây giờ còn ông này. Và còn Emma nữa. Ok, rồi quay lại kia. Mình sẽ chốt hạ Emma. Bay tìm còn ra thôi.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlisle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
Vãi lìn.
That's nice. Sup?
Quên mình có phòng này mà. Mà phòng này làm gì có gì đâu.
Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident.
Painkillers.
And 47.
Lethal if you use
The
enough.
handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself. But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47? Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
Ông kia rồi. Ma nhà rộng thật. Hay mình nói thật, ma.
Patrick, can I do anything for you?
Yes, actually. Could you speed up time so I don't die?
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Ma bị chậm vãi không ạ? Khổ quá, mẹ vướng víu gì đâu.
Looking good, looking good.
Greetings, sir.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat, please. Go ahead.
The butler, Mr. Fernsby, killed Zachary.
Fernsby? Oh, you've got that wrong. He would never do such a thing. He is the most loyal man I have ever met.
I found pills in his office that matches the poison that killed your brother. Furthermore, I found Zachary's notebook, half burned, in Mr. Fernsby's fireplace. It showed that Zachary intended to publish a written confession to a murder the two of you committed nearly 50 years ago. The murder of your older brother, Montgomery.
That's outrageous. We did no such thing.
No need to feign innocence. I know a killer when I see one, and my discretion is assured. The papers also described how Mr. Fernsby helped you stage the murder of Montgomery as an accident. I believe he killed Zachary not to be exposed as an accomplice to murder.
Sweet Fernsby. You are wrong, Mr. Whitmer. He did not do it to protect himself. He did it to protect the Carlyle legacy. Mr. Fernsby, like myself, understands that sacrifices must be made to secure stability and prosperity. Mr. Whitmer, I'd appreciate it if your findings never leave this room. I understand Fernsby's actions, and there is no need for them to have more consequences than they already have. Fernsby was very fond of Zachary, and I'm sure his decision will haunt him to the day he dies. About your reward, have you considered an amount?
Chọn gì đấy? Đừng xếp đã.
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Arthur Edwards, the Constant. But that must mean you're... I expected you'd show up. But you're not here to kill me. If you were, you would have already. The enemy of my enemy, I suppose. You can have it. You earned it. The file you want is in the safe. Good hunting. I need some privacy. Thank you.
That's Madame Carlyle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
Okay.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Ủa cái gì đấy?
Just keep calm.
Đậu phụ. Quên mất mình đang tầng 2. Vãi cước đường đi xa thế. Thế là mình cứ nghĩ Emma mẹ. Ông nào cũng mẹ đổ cho Emma cứ kiểu là điểu luôn.
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out. It's the Constantine. Shit.
Uầy, đậu phụ. Ngầu thế nhở?
man, I can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Vai lộn quả pillow trick này.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now?
Over here! Cover me!
Walk away!
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't. Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I'll look forward to your call.
Đồ, ma pillow trick vẫn hơn.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.
Đồ. Ok, cảm ơn các bạn xem tập này của mình. Nếu thích hãy like, share, and subscribe để mình ra nhiều video mới nhất nhé. Cảm ơn nhiều. Bye.